Welcome to Nexus Studios, where we dive deep into the topics that matter most to your personal growth and well-being. Today, we're addressing a topic often avoided but deeply impactful: masturbation. Why do so many people struggle to control it? What is the psychological mechanism behind it? And most importantly, how can you break free from this habit if it's affecting your life? In this video, we'll explore the science, psychology, and effects of masturbation, while offering practical tips, including religious insights, to help those battling addiction. This is Nexus Studios, where the future is now, and that includes your future, free from unhealthy habits. Disclaimer: the content shared in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any medical or psychological conditions. If you are struggling with compulsive behaviors or addiction, we strongly recommend consulting a healthcare professional or therapist for personalized guidance. The suggestions provided, including medication options, should be discussed with a qualified medical professional before being implemented. 1. Why do people struggle to stop masturbating? Masturbation, like many behaviors, can become a habit that's difficult to break due to the powerful link between pleasure and the brain's reward system. Many struggle to stop because it provides quick pleasure. The body rewards the behavior with dopamine, making it hard to resist. It's used as a coping mechanism. For stress, boredom, or anxiety, masturbation becomes a way to self-soothe, making it hard to stop. Social and emotional isolation. People may turn to it to fill an emotional void. Habit loops. The more often one masturbates, the more it becomes ingrained as part of daily routines, leading to difficulty in quitting. 2. The psychology behind masturbation. Understanding the brain mechanism. Masturbation taps into the brain's pleasure and reward systems, primarily involving the limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotional responses. The amygdala and hippocampus in this system process feelings of pleasure. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical, is released when people masturbate, creating a rush of pleasure. This encourages the person to repeat the behavior. The hypothalamus, this part of the brain helps regulate hormones, triggering the body to release endorphins and oxytocin, enhancing the feeling of satisfaction after masturbation. Mechanism of how it begins. Masturbation often starts as a way to explore one's body or manage physical urges, usually during adolescence. The brain quickly associates it with a positive feeling due to the release of dopamine, creating a cycle that's repeated for pleasure, and addiction. Over time, the brain begins to crave the dopamine hit that comes with masturbation, similar to other addictive behaviors. Repeated actions condition the brain to expect it, turning masturbation into an addictive habit. 3. How does it become addictive in the brain? The addictive nature of masturbation stems from the brain's response to dopamine. Here's how the addiction process happens. Dopamine flooding. Each time someone masturbates, dopamine floods the brain, reinforcing the behavior. Reinforcement. The brain becomes conditioned to seek out that pleasurable feeling, associating masturbation with a reward. Tolerance. Over time, the brain may need more stimulation to achieve the same level of pleasure, leading to more frequent masturbation to maintain that dopamine high. Habit formation. Repetition creates neural pathways in the brain that make the behavior automatic. This is why it becomes hard to stop. 4. Why do people masturbate? There are various reasons people masturbate, ranging from biological to psychological. Physical urges. It's a natural response to sexual arousal. Stress relief. For some, it's a way to cope with anxiety, stress, or emotional distress. Curiosity. Many people discover masturbation during adolescence as they explore their bodies. Boredom. For some, it's simply a way to pass the time. Habitual behavior. It may develop into a habit through repetition. 5. The effects of masturbation on different parts of the body and future health. While occasional masturbation is generally considered normal, excessive masturbation can have some negative effects. Physical effects. Excessive masturbation can lead to physical discomfort, such as soreness or irritation, particularly in the genitals. Mental effects. It can contribute to feelings of guilt, shame, or anxiety, especially if a person feels unable to control their urges. desensitization. Over time, excessive masturbation can decrease sensitivity, which may affect a person's ability to enjoy physical intimacy with a partner. Energy depletion. Frequent masturbation can lead to fatigue, leaving people feeling drained or less energetic. Impact on relationships. Excessive masturbation can also reduce interest in forming real connections, leading to social isolation or difficulty in maintaining relationships. 6. How to stop masturbating. Breaking free from the habit of masturbation requires a multifaceted approach. Here are steps one can take. 1. Acknowledge the problem. Understanding that you have a challenge to overcome is the first step. This may involve self-reflection or speaking to a trusted confidant. 2. Engage in new habits. Replacing masturbation with healthier habits is essential. Consider activities like exercise. Physical activities can help redirect energy and reduce urges. Mindfulness or meditation. This helps calm the mind and reduce the temptation to act impulsively. 3. Limit triggers. Identify situations or stimuli that lead to the urge to masturbate, e.g., stress, boredom, or certain types of content, and take steps to avoid them. 4. Religious practices. Many religious teachings offer guidance on self-control and purity. Some practical tips from a spiritual perspective. Prayer or meditation. Use spiritual practices to help center yourself and resist temptation. Fasting or discipline. Some religious traditions recommend fasting or other forms of self-discipline to gain control over bodily urges. In Christianity, verses like 1 Corinthians 6 verses 19 to 20 encourage believers to honor their bodies as temples of the Holy Spirit, promoting self-control. In Islam, practicing patience, sabr, and engaging in acts of worship are seen as ways to resist temptation. 5. Become accountable. Speaking to a counselor or joining a support group can be effective in helping to stay accountable in your journey to stop masturbating. 6. Become a teacher for others. Once you've overcome the habit, share your experience with others. Helping others break free from their addictions can be deeply rewarding and helps reinforce your own progress. Offer tips, motivation, and advice to guide others in their struggle. 7. You can overcome addiction. Breaking free from an addiction to masturbation is not easy, but it's possible. Many great minds have spoken about self-control and the power of discipline. As Aristotle said, through discipline comes freedom. By gaining control over your urges, you not only free yourself from an unhealthy cycle but also reclaim power over your life. In the book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, it is explained how understanding and altering your habits can lead to lasting change. Use this knowledge to recognize your triggers, replace them with positive habits, and regain mastery over your actions. Remember, setbacks are normal, but consistency in the pursuit of change will lead to success. Believe in your capacity to change, and over time, you'll build strength and resilience, leading to a healthier, more fulfilled life. When considering herbal remedies, exercises, and medications for managing compulsive masturbation, it's essential to take a holistic approach. Start by incorporating herbal remedies like ashwagandha and tulsi, which can help reduce stress and promote mental clarity, along with mucuna pruriens and ginseng for improved mood and dopamine regulation. Complement these with breathing exercises and cardio workouts to release endorphins and boost overall energy levels. For those needing medical intervention, SSRIs can help regulate serotonin levels, while naltrexone blocks the brain's reward receptors to diminish the pleasure associated with masturbation. In more severe cases, antiandrogens may be prescribed to lower testosterone levels and reduce sexual urges. It's crucial to consult a healthcare provider before starting any of these treatments to ensure they are appropriate for your individual needs and to avoid potential interactions between herbal remedies and medications. This balanced approach can help foster healthier coping mechanisms and promote overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Nexus Studios for more content focused on personal growth and motivation. And as always, the future is now. It's time to take control of your life and become the best version of yourself.